Naturopathy. Naturopathy is a holistic approach to healthcare that focuses on treating the whole person, including their physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Catechism is the explanation of nature cure, naturopathy, concepts through the medium of some set of questions and answers. Some of the important ones are: nature cure is a system of man building in harmony with the constructive principle in nature on the physical, mental and moral planes of being. The constructive principle in nature is that principle which builds up, improves, and repairs, which always makes for the perfect type, and which is opposed to the destructive principle in nature, whose activity in nature is designated as evolutionary. The destructive principle in nature is that principle which disintegrates and destroys existing forms and types, ND, whose activity in nature is designated as devolutionary. Normal or natural, which is in harmonic relation with the life purposes of the individual. As per naturopathy, health is normal and harmonious vibration of the elements and forces composing the human entity on the physical, mental and moral planes of being, in conformity with the constructive principle in nature applied to individual life. The World Health Organization, WHO, defines health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not just the absence of disease or infirmity. Disease is abnormal or inharmonious vibration of the elements and forces composing the human entity on one or more planes of being, in conformity with the destructive principle in nature applied to individual life. The primary cause of disease, barring accidental or surgical injury to the human organism and surroundings hostile to human life, is violation of nature's laws. The effects of violation of nature's laws on the physical human organism are: 1. Lowered vitality, 2. Abnormal composition of blood and lymph, 3. Accumulation of waste matter, morbid materials and poisons. What is commonly called acute disease is in reality the of nature's efforts to eliminate from the organism waste material, foreign matter and poisons, and to repair injury to living tissues. In other words, every so-called acute disease is the result of a cleansing and healing efforts of nature. Chronic disease is a condition of the organism in which lowered vibration, lowered vitality, due to the accumulation of waste material and poisons, with the consequent destruction of vital parts and organs, has progressed to such an extent that nature's constructive and healing forces are no longer able to react against the disease conditions by acute corrective efforts. Healing crises. A healing crisis is an acute reaction, resulting from the ascendancy of nature's healing forces over disease conditions. Its tendency is towards recovery, and it is, therefore, in conformity with nature's constructive principle. A disease crisis is an acute reaction, resulting from the ascendancy of disease conditions over the healing forces of the organism. Its tendency is, therefore, toward fatal termination. Cure is the readjustment of the human organism from abnormal to normal conditions and functions.